following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Brooklyn taking on the Voyagers of Oklahoma City. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys looking to even things up after a 3-4 start to the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be let out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's go.
Play fake. Here's Love. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry now for Thompson. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This time with Love. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Love from the gun on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. When you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 8. Back to throw. Miller. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down. Miller. Open man, that's Ronnie Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Brooklyn first down.
Looking to throw. Miller. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Banks. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
First down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But they certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, but that last one earning them a new set of downs.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here we go.
get this out left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Back to throw. Miller. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jack Besh, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Voyagers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 17 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said pregame, he's feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
3rd and 2.
Come on, let's go.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's good for an Oklahoma City first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get it. Back up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ball on the opening drive through that red zone interception.
Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They give it here to Thompson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now, we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Love looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
On the handoff, it's Laube. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now Miller, off the play fake. Throw right side, looked in here by Besh. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Miller. Will try and do this himself. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
49-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
2nd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
On play action, love to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run on first down. Banks. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And play a stop here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Miller. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Pineda. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing to start the drive. Miller. Got his man. It's Thornton. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throw left side complete. That's Banks. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
70, step and wolf. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
49-yard line.
Miller throwing to start the drive. Throw complete to Bell. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 20. And the Brooklyn first down. It's a gain of 20.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Miller. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing the slant, and he finds Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 22.
Now they'll shift things around.
That's good for a Brooklyn first down. 1st and 10 at the 7.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And then Miller, and he fumbles. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Miller. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16s. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the point. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. On the ground, Martinez. And he'll get this one to about his 14. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Okay, ready?
On first down, it's Banks. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Miller. Over the middle, complete. It's Banks. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Miller. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Miller. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lumberjacks are able to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Voyagers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Looking
right side. It's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
House, they ain't got nobody out running routes. They covering all areas of the field, man. These niggas better be good, bro. They better be good on defense. They out controlling these niggas on defense good. They 3 and 4. They better do their offense and what the issue is. But shit, these niggas look like they got the top-notch defense. Pissing me out. Running good.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL.
Like,
Third
get the
quarter,
fuck out of here,
2nd and
nigga.
10 coming up.
They calling weak and they play guys like weak bitch ass drop the wide open ball.
Just dropping a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
And find the open man. That's complete. Inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Division game, they better get route. Both teams in the same
it's his
division.
6th catch and a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 14.
This nigga plays offense, defense, kick the ball off.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Hawk 70.
They'll run with Lowry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's good for a Brooklyn first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Miller. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jack Besh with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from going up by 30.
There.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes
because put you in here, you come in, toss an interception. You can't throw the motherfucking ball. This thing's overall is lower than yours, putting that shit on the money.
A very mature play for the 2nd-year
quarterback. Find out, nigga.
The kickoff unit is out on the
field,
and they will send this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. First and 10.
Plays, dog. Y'all plays ain't showing shit, dog.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Powell completing the quick throw out wide. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
At their 48-yard line.
Powell down to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Nothing doing on second and third down after that
Better
9-yard
be
gain
good,
on first.
Brooklyn. Don't be no fluke this week, guys. Division game or something, man. Y'all better be good, dog. Y'all defense acting like y'all got the shutdown mode. 3 and 4, though.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City.
Expecting the
And
better
they're indeed
game
going
to
to
start
go
off
for it
week
here on
7,
fourth
week 8.
down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this
Week
plays
7, they
out.
just own everybody. They
It's a
just
short one
everybody.
here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Making all the right
Well, they
adjustments.
clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped?
You know that?
How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here and we shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great. Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun, Miller. Over the middle, he's got Thornton. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Cade York gone down for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. York able to send this one through.
Blowout.
And that will extend their
Got the
lead
blowout
even
this
further.
week.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Howell. That's complete. Lambert Smith. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And Howell will throw it.
At the 46-yard line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And now back out comes the offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless and take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a handoff up the middle. Thanks.
He hurt. Yeah, he hurt too.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And it's a fumble. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Now he's going to step up and run.
It took too long to get that guy. They shouldn't even get that. They shouldn't even run around like that. Both of my receivers got tangled up. They broke out off and shit. See, that's another shit, man. Y'all got to fix this shit. Y'all got these plays and shit, but got these niggas running into each other and shit. That fucks the play up, bitch.
Back to throw, Howell. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there.
Wow, a lot of motherfuckers be intercepting stupid shit, and y'all got the wide receivers combining into each other. I be just throwing shit together.
Here's
Still taking your fucking time.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Good.
And he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
63 just sliding, dude. I don't know what 63 doing, dog.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Jeez.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack, And a turnover on downs.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. I want to see if they see each other again, because they got to see. They want to set all in.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset.
They've got
a third down now as they look for one more first down to help
I'm
salt this one
OKC,
away.
dog. Y'all better mark
Not
this
an
game
easy
down.
spot
Y'all
here.
counting
In
it.
search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
I'm only out here controlling y'all offense.
Now on
Shit,
third
the
and
defense is
long,
playing
they'll
real
look to
lethal
throw.
for them.
They'll try
Shit,
and do this
looking
himself.
locked, looking locked. Oh my goodness, looking
And
locked.
he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 30 yards there.
That's good for a Brooklyn first down. A gain of 30. First down, Brooklyn.
They'll run on first down. It's Banks. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up
Second and 9.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Lauby. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Here we go, Shaq.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty